just a little heads up of what next week is. Next week is Spirit Week. So, most schools do Spirit Week around homecoming. We like to do Spirit Week around playing Hillcrest. So what that means is that next week is Spirit Week, which means there's dress-up days. Okay? So, you know, I think there's a tie-dye day. I think there's probably, like, I don't know. I'm just going to guess. There might be a pajama day. There might be a, I don't know, whatever kind of day. Okay? Understood? You never know. Sometimes I like to give you extra credit for dressing up. What is today? 9? Function notation. Alyssa, that's all you. Bless you. Or Destiny can get it next time. Function notation. Do a lot of vocabulary. Thank you. Topic should be at the top, yeah? And you should have a date. An essential question should be next. Some of you guys can't even do those things. All right, our essential question is what makes up a function? First one we're going to go over is relation. Relation. A relation is a pairing. I missed the R in there. Of the elements of one set. Relation is a pairing of the elements of one set. Next word, domain. Domain are the x values in a relation. The x values in a relation. Next one is range, or the y values in a relation. The next one is function. A function is a relation where each domain, so in other words, each x value, has exactly one range. So for every x value, I get a y value. But for every x value, I only get that same y value. So if I plug in 2 for x, I should only get like 4 for y. I can't plug in 2 again and then get like 10. Okay, it doesn't make sense. It has to be whatever I plug in 2, I still get the same answer. Okay. Next word, input. Input. Each domain value in the function. So domain and range are part of a relation. A relation doesn't have to be a function. Okay? A function is a special type of a relation. So this is a special type of relation. Does that make sense? So it's like, you have apples, and then you have like the specific apple, like a Fuji apple. It's kind of the same thing. So this relation doesn't have to be a function, but a function is a relation. So input is only for a function. It's each domain value in the function. Then we have output. Output is each range value in the function. So for our examples we're going to do right now, it's going to say determine whether the relation is a function. So determine whether the relation is a function. Our relation looks like this. They put these weird little bracket things, and then they give you the ordered pairs. 3, 1, 6, 2, 9, 2, 12, 1. So determine whether each relation is a function. Okay? What are we looking for, x values or y values? If you read up at the top, what does it say for a function? or the domain is exactly one range. So I can't plug in x and get, like if I plug in x is 3, I got 1. Can I plug in 3 again and get a different answer? No. So what we're doing is we're looking at all the x values. So you're only looking at x values. So look at all your x values. Do my x values repeat? No. If they do not repeat, then yes, it's a function. Since it's a function, we're going to list our input and our output. This was our domain. This was our range. So we're going to list our input. What are our inputs? It must be from least to greatest. So what's your input? Least to greatest? 3, 6, 9, and 12. Now we're going to list our output. It must be also from least to greatest. So in other words, 1 and 2. I don't need to list it more than once if it's repeating. It's okay that your y's repeat. It's not okay that your x's repeat. Okay? It's okay that our y values repeat. It's not okay that our x values repeat. Try it by yourself. Ready? Check with someone next to you, see if you did the whole thing correctly. All right, do we have a function? Okay, we do have a function. So, did you list your input or your domain? Okay, what did you list for input or domain? 2, 5, 7, and 8. And what did you list for the range? Good. Easy enough? Okay. Next thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you write it as an ordered set of ordered pairs. So this was like step 1. Step 2, I want you to write as a set of ordered pairs. It's going to go like this. So you're going to write it as a set of ordered pairs. All right, how do we write it as a set of ordered pairs? And lastly? Good. Easy enough? Okay. I'm going to be done with notes. But we're going to start this process of writing summaries correctly. Because some of you literally answer, ouch, my back, in the margin, essential question, and then give me an answer. Question 1, and then give me an answer. It's not how a summary is supposed to be, right? Summary is supposed to flow. It's like writing a book report summary. You just write it. So, what I want you to do right now is I want you to decide what you want your questions to be in the margins. So I want you to come up with, how many questions? 30? Did you say 30? Oh, 3. You can have like 2, 3 if you need. Should you be writing an answer to that question? No, you should be writing just the question. So for right now, write the question, come up with the question in your margins. I'm going to ask someone to give me a question. Steve, you have very beautiful notes, by the way.